Today we're taking Luka Doncic and Jaylen Brown, and they'll be swapping careers. And with the third pick in the 2016 NBA draft, the Celtics select Luka Doncic. And this was seen as a great pick as Luka easily won Rookie of the Year, averaging 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists per game. The Celtics clinched the 1 seed with 72 wins behind 29 points and 7 assists per game from Isaiah Thomas. The only problem was that the Warriors and the Cavs were also 70-win teams. And with records this good, it was no surprise that in the Eastern Conference Finals, we would see a Celtics vs. Cavs matchup. And now Luka and Isaiah Thomas had to go up against the MVP in LeBron James. LeBron and Kyrie would steal the first 2 games on the road, and things were not looking good for the Celtics. But Isaiah Thomas put the team on his back to win 4 straight games and lead the Celtics to the NBA Finals. And in the Western Conference Finals, a 71-win Warriors team somehow lose to a Pelicans team with Anthony Davis and Boogie Cousins. And with the Celtics not having to go through the Warriors, they easily sweep the Pelicans in the finals, and Luka Doncic gets his first ring in his rookie season. On to Luka's second season, he would be teaming up with one of the players he beat in the conference finals last season, Kyrie Irving. And in their first season together, the Celtics were significantly worse than last season, being the 5 seed. And in the first round, they were up against the Cavs, who they beat in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. And after being down 3-1, the Celtics forced a game 7, but the Cavs were just too good for the Celtics. And in their first season together, Kyrie Irving averaged 28 points and 8 assists, making the All-NBA third team. And Luka averaged 28 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists, making the All-NBA first team. And now with the championship and an All-NBA first team selection under his belt, Luka's biggest rival enters the league. As with the third pick in the 2018 NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Jaylen Brown. And in his rookie season, he averaged 22 points and 5 rebounds, while Luka averaged 24 points, 9.5 rebounds, and 8.5 assists per game. The Mavericks were the worst team in the West, finishing with 20 wins, while Luka was All-NBA first team again and led the Celtics to the 4 seed. In the first round, the Celtics were going up against a stacked team of Joel Embiid, Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, JJ Redick, and Ben Simmons, and it's no surprise that they would get gentlemen swept in the first round. But in just his 4th season, Luka wins MVP, averaging 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 8.5 assists per game, and he leads the Celtics to the 1st seed with 68 wins, while Jaylen Brown and the Mavericks are tied for the worst record in the West. And after easily making it to the finals, the Celtics have to go up against LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And unfortunately, in Luka's second finals appearance, he would get swept by LeBron and the Lakers. Luka doesn't win back-to-back MVPs, but he was All-NBA first team again, averaging 25 points, 9 rebounds, and 8.5 assists per game. The Celtics were the 1st seed once again with 63 wins. And finally, in Jaylen Brown's 3rd season, the Mavericks were the 8th seed. The only problem is this is the season that the play-in was added. So they're gonna have to go up against MVP Jokic in the first game of the play-in. And of course they lose because Jokic drops a 30-point triple-double. And in the second game, they have to play Donovan Mitchell and the Jazz. And they lost, so they're not even gonna make the playoffs. The Celtics once again had an easy run to the finals, this time only losing 2 games so far, and Luka gets his rematch against the Lakers. The Celtics were just down 3-0, they actually won a game this time, but they ended up losing the series in 5 games. Up to this point in their careers, Luka has definitely seen way more success than Jaylen Brown, but we're entering Jaylen Brown's 4th season where he took a huge leap, jumping from a 78 all the way to an 86 overall. LeBron wins his 5th MVP award, Luka's All-NBA first team again, averaging 32 points per game, 10.5 rebounds, and 8.5 assists, and Jaylen Brown is also All-NBA first team, 36 points per game? Jaylen Brown just averaged 36 points per game. What? This is the most random thing ever. He's an 87 overall. I think he started the year at an 86. I knew he was going to take a leap, but I didn't think he would win a scoring title. I'm so confused. After multiple years of being the 1st seed, the Celtics drop all the way down to the 11th seed. They don't even make the play-in. Meanwhile, the Mavericks are sitting here as the 8th seed. Is Jaylen Brown really about to overtake Luka? The Mavericks go up 2-0 on the Lakers, and then they just lose 4 straight games. And I'm still surprised by the Celtics not being in the playoffs. This is a pretty good roster. LeBron and the Lakers just three-peated, and now LeBron has 5 regular season MVPs and 5 finals MVPs. Luka makes the All-NBA first team for the 6th time in his career, averaging 29 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 7.5 assists. And Jaylen Brown makes the All-Defensive first team, but he goes from All-NBA first team to not making any All-NBA teams. He dropped from 36 points per game last season to 25 this season, still pretty good. After not making the playoffs last season, the Celtics are the 4th seed this season, 4 games behind the 1st seed, and the Mavericks, they were, I think, the 8th seed last season. They dropped all the way to the 13th seed with 21 wins. The Celtics make it out of the first round in 6 games, and they're going into a game 7 in the second round. And it wasn't even close. They got absolutely blown out. And now going into this season, Luka wins his 2nd MVP, averaging 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists per game. And Jaylen Brown didn't make any All-NBA teams, but he averaged 28, 5, and 5-4. And now Jaylen Brown and the Mavericks are going to be meeting Luka and the Celtics in the finals. In game 1, the Celtics were up pretty much the whole game, but the Mavericks came back in the end. Jaylen Brown had 22 points, Kyrie had 20, and on the other team, Luka had a 25-point triple-double. And in game 2, we have another close one. The Mavericks are up by 1, so we're going to hop in. Luka's going to try to drive past Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's playing pretty good defense, and Peyton Pritchard has the ball with 4 seconds left. I don't know why it's in his hand. He kind of cooked Josh Green, but he misses the 3. Now we got Jaylen Brown with the ball. He's going to use the screen from Lively, get Lively open, and Lively misses the layup. They're going to give it to Josh Green for 3, and that's contested, and now the Celtics have another chance. They're going to give the ball to Luka. He's going to drive on Jaylen Brown, and he misses the layup now. Under a minute to go, they're going to get the ball in Jaylen Brown's hands. He has Porzingis on him. He's going to give it to Lively. I don't know why Lively's pulling it. Lively just made a 3. I know he made a 3 in the playoffs, but that was the first 3 of his career, and he just made one now. What? This is not looking good for the Celtics. Luka's gonna try to take a fadeaway on Jaylen Brown. He doesn't get a good look, but he gives it to Tatum, and Tatum knocks down the 3. Derek Lively has the ball. He's gonna give it down low to Daniel Gafford. I'm not sure why both of them are in the game. Jaylen Brown comes off the screen. He doesn't get a good look. He's gonna try to score on Luka, take the step back, and it looks like he's gonna force a shot. It doesn't go in, but Gafford gets the rebound and gets fouled. That was a crazy sequence of events. Now we have Daniel Gafford shooting the 2 most important free throws of his career. The first one is good, and now for the second one to make it a 3-point game, he knocks it down, and the Celtics need a 3 with 14 seconds to go. And Luka has 34, so they should put the ball in his hands, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. He has Josh Green on him. He's gonna drive by him, give it to Drew for 3, and Drew knocks down the 3 with 8 seconds to go. The Mavericks have no timeouts, so they need to get it up the floor. Jaylen Brown's taking his sweet time. He has 2 seconds. He's gonna pull the bad shot, and it doesn't fall, and we're going into overtime. That 3 by Drew was so clutch. And in overtime, it's a 3-point game with 30 seconds to go. The Celtics have the ball, so the Mavericks need to stop here badly. And Jaylen Brown gets the steal on Luka. I don't know why he did that spin. He's going to give it to PJ, who has Tatum on him. Jaylen Brown's going to use the screen from Gafford, give it to Gafford for the easy dunk, and now we have ourselves a 1-point game. That was such a clutch steal by Jaylen Brown. Let's see if Drew's going to miss his free throws. The first one misses. Imagine he misses 2 in a row. The second one is up, and it's good. So now the Mavericks can hit a 2 to tie or a 3 to win. They're going to put the ball in Jaylen Brown's hands with 14 seconds to go. He has Derek White on him. He's just wasting the shot clock. He has 6 seconds. He's trying to drive. Derek White plays amazing defense. It looks like he's not going to pass. He's going to force the... Oh my gosh, we're going into double overtime. How did he make that? He just forced up like a terrible floater from the mid-range and made it. And now in double overtime, we have a 1-point game. Celtics are up with 2 minutes to go. They're going to give Tatum the ball. Oh my gosh, he just fumbled it. He just fumbled it. PJ Washington gets the steal on Tatum. And now PJ Washington just gets a turnover. He throws it to Derek White. Drew had an open 3 on the fast break. They're going to give it to Derek White, and now the Celtics have a 3-point lead. Jaylen Brown's going to use the screen. He's a little bit tired, but he gets the wide open dunk, and now the Mavericks are only down by 1. Luka's going to try to drive on Jaylen Brown. He doesn't see an open lane. He gives it to Drew, who swings it over to Tatum for the corner 3, and he knocks it down, and now the Celtics are up by 4. The Mavericks need to lock in if they want to steal another game on the road. Jaylen Brown's going to drive, give it to Josh Green for 3, and he knocks it down, so now it's back to a 1-point game. This game is really just back and forth. Luka's throwing flashy passes. He almost gets the turnover. Tatum gets an open 3. He misses it. Now Jaylen Brown's got Drew on him. He's going to use the screen, get an open layup. It looked open. Tatum got back, and Tatum just fouled out of the game with 42 seconds in double OT. Jaylen Brown needs to knock at least one of these down. The first one hits the back rim, and he is tired. Maybe that's why he's missing. His second free throw's up, and it's good. And we have a tie game. Luka's gonna throw a lob to Porzingis. That caught me so off guard. They put the ball back in Jaylen Brown's hands. They're just swinging it. Oh my gosh. Daniel Gafford almost threw a turnover there, but PJ Washington gets an open dunk to tie the game. Imagine we go into triple OT here. Luka's gonna use the screen from Porzingis, start to drive, give it over to Horford, who swings it to Drew. Drew's just wasting the shot clock. I don't know what he's doing. He has Jaden Hardy on him. He's gonna pull the 3, and he knocks it down. Jaden Hardy doesn't get the contest. They're gonna give it over to Jaylen Brown, who has a wide open mid-range. I don't know why he's not shooting it. Oh my gosh, they're not gonna get a shot off. I forgot they need a 3. They're gonna get the shot off last second, and they lose game 2 in double overtime. Luka had 45 points and 22 rebounds, and Jaylen Brown had 49 points. Jaylen Brown had 15 points in overtime and Luka had 11. And I just realized Kyrie didn't even play in overtime because he fouled out. With the series tied at 1, let's see how game 3 plays out. And in game 3, it was kind of close at the end, but not close enough as the Mavericks run away with the game in the fourth quarter. Jaylen Brown dropped 34, shooting 13 for 20. Tatum dropped 30, and Luka had a 20-point triple-double, but it wasn't enough. And now this is looking really good for the Mavericks, who are up 2-1 and have another game at home. But they end up losing game 4. The Celtics ran away with this one in the second half. Luka dropped 37, Kyrie had 28, and Jaylen Brown had 27, but Luka and Tatum and Porzingis all went crazy. So going into game 5, we're going back to the Garden. The series is tied at 2, and the Celtics run away with it at the end of the fourth. Luka dropped a 27-point triple-double. Kyrie had 35, but Jaylen Brown didn't shoot the best. Tatum shot pretty bad too, but it didn't matter because Porzingis and Luka went off. So now going into game 6, the Celtics are 1 win away, and the Mavericks need to win 2 in a row if they want to keep the series alive. And with 1 minute to go, the Mavericks are up by 3, and they've been doing pretty good in the second half, so let's see if they can keep things up. Tatum's at the line. His second free throw. His second free throw is good. I thought that was his first free throw. And the Mavericks actually have the ball in Kyrie's hands for once. He's gonna pull the wide open 3, and he misses it. That was such a big shot. They are up, but that would have pretty much secured them the game. And now Luka has Kyrie on him. He's sizing up. He's doing a spin, getting into the paint. Daniel Gafford blocks it at the rim. Oh my gosh, that was such a clutch block. Kyrie's on the break. He's going to give it to Lively, who's going to pull a 3. I don't like that. I don't like that shot. I know he made one earlier. Now they're going to give it to Tatum down low. He has Lively on him. It looks like he's going to get it 3 seconds. Yeah, there it is. I don't know why he didn't put the shot up. Now they have to foul. Let's see if the Celtics can get a steal here. Kyrie and Jaylen Brown are running away, and Drew almost gets the steal, and Luka ends up fouling out. Kyrie sent to the line. His first free throw's up. It's good. And his second free throw's up, and it's good as well. The Celtics have to hit a 3 pretty much, and they don't have Luka Doncic. Wait. Did Porzingis foul out? I just realized they have Luke Cornett in the game. Kyrie has 46. Oh my gosh. Luka and Porzingis fouled out. Oh my gosh. That's why Luke Cornett's in the game. So now they should go to Tatum here. They're going to go to Drew. He's not going to pull the 3. He's going to use the screen from Cornett. What are they doing? They're not going to get a shot off. He's going to pull his shot. He makes it, and now they have to pray for the Mavericks to miss their free throws. Kyrie's at the line again. He made both of them last time. He is going to make his first one this time. And now for his second free throw, it's up, and it's good. And the Celtics have no timeouts. They have 13 seconds left. They're moving pretty slowly. Yo, Derek White, pass it or do something. No way they're going to give Luke Cornett the last shot. What is going on? What is going on? They're just passing it. Tatum shoots the 3. He knocks it down, and it's a 1-point game with 3.5 seconds to go. The Celtics need a steal here, and they're not going to get it. Kyrie's going to the line again. He's 4 for 4 from the line since we hopped in. Make that 5 for 5. And whether he misses or makes this, the Celtics have no timeouts. He makes it. They have 2.5 seconds. They're not going to get the ball up the court. They need a miracle here. Oh, and Derek White's free throw misses, and the Mavericks force a Game 7. Kyrie put the team on his back, dropping 50 points to force a Game 7. He had 25 points in the fourth quarter alone. Tatum had a really good game, dropping 34 points, but the fact that Luka and Porzingis fouled out was really clutch for the Mavericks. And now we have a Game 7. This series has been crazy so far, and Game 7's not going to be any different as the Mavericks have a 1-point lead with 2.5 minutes to go. They're going to inbound the ball to Derek Jones Jr. He's going to swing it to Josh Green, and he's going to give it to Lively down low, who bullies Porzingis and gets the easy layup. And with the Celtics down 3 here, I wonder if they're going to look for a 2 or a 3. Derek White's going to use the screen, drive past Derek Jones Jr. Oh my gosh, he cooked him for that layup. We got Luka on Jaylen Brown. This is what everybody came here to see. Jaylen Brown's going to cook Luka. I don't know what he's doing now. He did cook Luka though. Josh Green's going to pull a 3 over Peyton Pritchard and knock it down. Tatum's going to try to drive on PJ Washington, pulls a contested mid-range. Porzingis does get the rebound and save them, though. Tatum's iso balling past PJ Washington, puts up the layup, and that's a tough shot, but he gets it to fall. Jaylen Brown's bringing up the ball. He's driving on Luka. He's going to take the acrobatic layup, but he barely misses it, and now the Celtics are on the break. Porzingis gives it to Tatum. Peyton Pritchard's going to give it back to Tatum down low. Let's see if Tatum's going to try to cook on PJ. He's going to use the screen, take a little step back mid-range. That was a nice shot to tie the game up. And now with a minute to go, we got Jaylen Brown. We got Luka Doncic on him. He's going to drive right past Luka, swing it to Josh Green, wide open for 3, and he's going to miss it. That was such a big shot. I know he hit the last 3, but missing a wide open one's crazy. And Tatum's going to pull up. Oh my. He had a wide open layup. Jaylen Brown's going to use the screen from Derek Lively. I don't know what he's doing. I have no idea what is he doing. What is Jaylen Brown doing? He swings it over to Lively, back to PJ. And now the ball's back in Jaylen Brown's hands. He pulls a terrible three. I don't know what Jaylen Brown was doing. So now that sends Tatum to the line. His first free throw's up and it's good. And his second free throw is up and he makes it as well. And this is not a good look for the Mavericks. Josh Green and Jaylen Brown have been a little suspect the last two possessions. They're going to go ahead and give it to Derrick Jones. He's going to give it to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's going to drive on Tatum, throw the lob to Derrick Jones. And now we're back to a 2-point game. And the Mavericks need a steal here. Porzingis is looking to inbound it and they're going to get it into Tatum, who's probably going to make both of his free throws. Tatum's first free throw's up and it's good, and his second free throw's up and it's good as well. The Mavs have no timeouts. They need to make this next shot, whether it's a 2 or a 3. Jaylen Brown's bringing up the ball. He has Derrick White on him. Don't tell me they just settled for Derrick Jones. I thought they just settled with that, but Derrick Jones Jr. just made one of the craziest shots this series. And now they're sending Drew to the line instead of Tatum. He's going to make his first free throw. His second free throw's up and it's good. So now the Mavericks absolutely need a 3. Kyrie's bringing up the ball. He's taking his sweet time. They're going to give it to Derrick Jones Jr. again from deep. He misses this time. And in Game 7, the Celtics are going to go ahead and win the finals. Luka gets his second ring of the video. He got one in his rookie season, but this time he gets the finals MVP. Throughout this video, we got to see Luka's greatness unfold. If you guys want to see Luka's cousin break LeBron's scoring record, click the video on the screen right now.